Give me a moment. Give me a moment. I'm trying to finish this Battle of Stars little mission right now. Nice. Some pulls with that. What's good, guys? It's your boy Xuan Gui Zong, and Thunderbolt Fantasy, man, is probably like the greatest sleeper hit of this season. And the thing about it is, it's not an anime, so but yet it's really hard to consider it in any other light right now. For those of you, I appreciate everyone that commented on my first impressions live reaction, because I've been enlightened so much as to this style of puppetry to begin with. I did watch the behind the scenes, and that was incredible to see, and to just see how much passion was poured into this project in general, how vaunted this style of artistry is, this Taiwanese puppetry. It's insane. It's absolutely insane. And forgive me, I don't want to say the name of it because I don't want to butcher it, but I've still been linked to a good amount of documentaries about it that I have yet to watch just because I haven't had the time, but I promise you I will get to that sometime this week and dive more into understanding this art form. But ultimately, Thunderbolt Fantasy, man, is going to be amazing. And the one thing I'll have to say right now, coming off of last week's episode, is that we're going to have to come up with some nicknames for these characters, because the discrepancy between the traditional Chinese names and the actual pronunciation in this series is too hard for me to actually latch on to anything. I'm not sure. All I know is that the VA is on this project. Every single piece, every element of Thunderbolt Fantasy is actually revered and vaunted, from the VA cast to the actual artists that are behind the puppetry, to Urobuchi himself on the writing, which I really can't wait to see the story flesh itself out more. But just from an artistic standpoint, the mastery, the intricacy, the level of detail, from the fluidity of the puppetry to the blending of the CGI to the godly Sawano soundtrack. And we have yet to hear all the BGMs. There's more to come across, but I stand by my statement that this is most likely going to be the best Sawano soundtrack since Kill la Kill, which is one of my favorite Sawano soundtracks of all time. So with all that said, let's get into the second episode of Thunderbolt Fantasy. I saw these, Ku had posted on Twitter these 2D designs for some of these characters that are about to be introduced in this episode, and it looked like it was some Fire Emblem status. I'm just like, yo, that looks sexy as fuck. It makes me, to an extent, wish to see, like, I don't want like an anime in 2D of this, because that would, you know, step in the face of everything that this stands for, and this is beautiful in and of itself, and I'm perfectly fine with this medium. But I would love to see like some sort of I don't even know, some sort of illustrations just fleshed out, maybe even fleshing out the story even more in novel format or something like that. But yeah, dude, that chick, I don't even know her name right now. I'm sure we'll meet her in this episode. She looks sexy as fuck in 2D, man. She looks sexy as fuck. But with that said, Thunderbolt Fantasy episode 2 next week. This is probably going to be the first thing that I do on Fridays from now on. I'm going to get up and do Thunderbolt Fantasy even before JoJo. Today, everything just got pushed back because I woke up late, then TG was out, and everything just got pushed back, and I didn't get to half of the plans that I wanted to get to today. I still have 2 other videos that I wanted to make. I didn't get to watch a Manchu. There's been a bunch of other stuff going on IRL personally with me right now that it's been a hectic day, but let's get into it and enjoy this greatness. Oh, I bet you they got a sex scene up in here, and I bet you it's gonna be uncanny as fuck. And then they just hit me with this TM Revolution greatness, man. I forgot about this. I wonder how this is gonna strike me now, though, because last week when I watched episode 1, I was drunk as fuck. So it's gonna be interesting. I think that if I enjoyed it then, I'll definitely enjoy it now. I want all of us together as a group to come up with nicknames for these characters during this episode that we stick with for the ride. because I'm going to be live reactioning the entirety of this series, and I'm not going to be able to remember these names because of the discrepancy between the traditional names and the Japanese pronunciations. So if they were pronouncing the names that we see in the text, I'd probably be able to latch onto it. But now it's not going to happen. So we're going to have to nickname these characters right now. I was too hype, man. I was too hype. I'll let you guys know where I am right now. I'm about to be a minute and 20 seconds right now. You're right. I didn't count down. That's my bad. Let's go, man. This Wano greatness. Now I knew it was that classic kind of demon realm kind of thing with the forces of good and evil clashing. The Xian Immortals. I guess I can stick with the Japanese names. It's just going to be hard for me to latch on to all of them at this point. Like, I'm going to be saying Shinkai Makai for this realm at the very least, but... Oh my god, it looks so sexy. Shofukan. For the MC, which dude? This man right here? Dude that was wielding the umbrella, or the dude with the pipe? Because my boy right now is this man with the pipe, man. Okay, I got you. The room. All right, I can remember that. It's pretty much the same as like, but then again, it's more so. It's more, like, to me, remembering the Japanese names is like remembering names in Kingdom at that point, and that I can do. All right, thank you, Bloody Claws. I appreciate it. Well, Kicho's my boy. Kicho's absolutely my boy. Okay, I got you there. Dude, the voice acting cast is too real. There's a seal placed upon it. So does he have to he has to destroy whoever it is that placed the seal? Ah, that's in the card. Times valuing more than my life as I protect it. As you should. If that fiend ever gets his hands on it, everything's done. The Final Fantasy Piper is his nickname. I like that. I'll call her Dān Fěi. Dān Fěi is fine with me. Wait. Let me get this down. Nah. Dān is pronounced time. All right, I can get behind that. Yeah, I can latch on to the Japanese names at the very least, but I still want to make nicknames for them to bridge the gap between the discrepancy. Dude is a boss. Just a passing whim. Exactly, that was the spur of the moment. With a shrewd bastard like you. Yo, blow the smoke in the man's face. That pipe though, man. That shit is godly. Zara. In puppet form? You go after Dān in puppet form? And what are we gonna call this fiend? Dude, this voice actress is perfect. There are none that compare to the work of Tian Xing Jiàn. The very incarnation of immortal secrets. Dude, look at these movements. And like with every motion, they're considering exactly what needs to be done. Gil Smug. I'll call him that. I mean, it's the perfect voice for the man. That's all I can say. It's just a classic. It's a classic type of sequence to do that flashover after the exposition. You can find it in so many different things. The ancient allies. Yukicho is a boss, man. I'm sorry, I can't get over it. He definitely communes with the gods at the very least. Purple hair girl is Conan. Oh, that's what I already had. I already wrote down what Bloody Claw said, but basically all you're doing is with show, you're just shortening the Japanese pronunciation. I was gonna call this dude Kicho anyway, and I'm not calling her Dan. I'm gonna call her Dān Fěi, or just Dan for short, because it's supposed to pronounce Dan as Tan with the T. The bones of creation. Something that really sets apart this Solano soundtrack too is it's not blaring, it's not bombastic by any means. It's so confined and restrained, but in a perfect way. Keita reminds me of a fusion of like, yeah, I can see the Yunnan vibes. It's like a fusion of Raiden and Yunnan for me. Oh, that's awesome. Dude, the attention to every detail and these angles. Like, even after episode 1, where I was so blown away by it, there's just so much more to find here. The set pieces, just every portion of it, dude. I really wonder how much budget you need for a project like this. Was there another chapter after Aladdin went in, Zara? Because I read that last chapter, I think. After Arba took over the spider and then injected herself into Takuya. That was the last thing I saw. Son. Like, even things like the dust kick. Yo, it's my boy. Dude, how they have so many VAs in here, I'll never know. Yeah, I caught up a couple weeks back. Yo, what's good, Raikage? Let's go, man. Don't tell me this fiend is commanding. Oh, it's her. Dude, she's such a fucking goddess. After seeing that 2D design, I'm biased, but that voice. I don't think Joji's gonna be up in here, man. My boy's not coming up in here. If he was, that'd be insanity. Let's go. Like, this particular BGM is so reminiscent of a numbered Boshi track, straight up off of Kill la Kill. Any one of them. Honestly, I can see the Conan vibes, but she reminds me of two particular Fire Emblem females fused together. That stance. Someone's defining the match survive. Dude, can I make her one of my best girl candidates of the season? Like, is that okay? Even though this is an anime, she's an absolute goddess. Tell me she goes in. Like, if she stands toe to toe with Sho, We're hyped right now. We're going in. And who is this? Hideyoshi. Dude, he's on that classic Hideyoshi vibe with the spear shit too. And then this piano track sounds like something off of the that he hasn't done since I don't know, Exorcist OST. Godly. I'll call her May. That's a good name for her. What about this dude? What am I supposed to call him? I definitely need a shorthand name for him because I'm not pronouncing that whole thing. That banter. Wow. Ease up off the boy, man. Ain't nobody asked for your appearance. I'll call him Yoon, yeah. Yeah, this just started, Tyler. This is the second episode of this series. It's amazing. I highly recommend everyone check this out. It might not be for everybody. I think it's a complete masterful work of art. Some people might find it too uncanny, or it's just not for them. For me, it's the first thing of this nature that I've ever experienced, so it's beautiful for me. Don't get flustered. What a god. Dude, look at that arrowhead. Yo, that effect. See, that's what I love when they blend in the CG for like the R and these various effects that bleed off of it, like the air dispersal and shit. This dude is a fuck boy. You come in there acting like you're trying to lend him. Now you're gonna arrest. And what are we supposed to call this man? Rikia's character with the eye patch and the arrows. Buddy, it's on you, man. I need you to tell me his name. I need shorthand names for every single character. All right, I'll go with that. Because I'm not memorizing the actual traditional names, nor am I memorizing the full Japanese pronunciations either. Yo, that gaze! What the fuck? I don't know, man. Kicho has a run for his money with this Shun character. He's a boss. Do that sound direction too. Let's go. Their speed only be able to hit 2 of us. Man, tell me you can go in, because if you can't, like even their hair fluttering with the wind, the plumage in the background, it's just the attention to details on another level. Me too, Zara. That's how I felt this whole time, but I don't know who it is. I'm gonna look it up in a second. Solano! That footwork, man. Dude, the battles in this series are just gonna go hard when we get deeper into it. Yeah, that's exactly what I have, Bloody Claws. I'll have them all the names down too by next episode for sure. God damn. Dude, this man Shun is a god. Oh my fucking. Let's see. What? Dude, wait, it's Haruka? Yo, that's crazy. This is some goddess levels of voice acting then, because it did not, it sounded familiar, but not quite. She's definitely going in, because for those of you that don't know who Haruka is, she's played it's Asuna, man. It's fucking Asuna. That's crazy to me. That's absolutely crazy to me. And you're gonna end it right there? Dude, this track right here is fire, though. I cannot wait for the next episode of this. It's like, even with that kind of classic, like, it has so many classic archetypes and tropes running throughout it, harkening back from, classic, Chinese mythology, martial arts movies spanning decades, and even just everything inspired from that in a rippling effect throughout television, anime, and film. It's so good with just the medium that is presented in, and every single formal aspect of attention to detail, the music, the character designs. It's fucking beautiful. The voice acting. I guess that's what it's most similar to Zara, for sure. It does. That's probably what I was remembering too, to be honest, because it doesn't sound like anything else. Like, it's nowhere near, like, because she has so much range. That's really what it is. Because going from a character like Lala all the way down to this, dude, is crazy. Absolutely crazy. It sounds a little bit more crass than even Pina was in Gate, I would say. It sounds more crass than that. But it's, dude, she's best girl right now for damn sure. Dān or Dān Fěi, however you want to say her name. I'm calling her Dān. Doesn't hold a candle to her design-wise or voice acting, and the fact that she goes in like a savage. Even though this man Shun, which realistically is between, I don't know, I can't decide right now. It's too early to decide. It's between him. Like, I will say Mei is definitely my best girl right now, hands down. But it's between Shun, and Kicho for my best boy. Sho Fukan or Sho, he's a boss. He's a boss, but I'm not gonna settle on him when I have these two characters in my life, because Kicho, in terms of design, that fucking just his whole demeanor, dude, and he has this kind of divine air about him, to where I'm just like, son, I love this character, but Shun is an absolute god. He's an absolute god. So, another great episode of Thunderbolt Fantasy. People that are sleeping on this, I feel sorry for you. I feel sorry for myself in whatever parallel universe that I never heard about this, and I didn't watch it. And granted, as soon as I heard about Gen Urobuchi writing this, and the dialogue is something that was incredible in this episode, dude. Some lines I was just like, son, this is beast. And so you can feel that through it. But as soon as I heard, I knew I couldn't sleep on this. But even still, it's something that's absolutely masterful. Even I feel that way. It's no longer just my first impressions. That's how I genuinely just feel about this series right now, dude. I cannot wait for episode 3. It's gonna be a really fun ride to continue to live reaction to this. So smash that like button if you're enjoying Thunderbolt Fantasy. Oh no, for sure, Blake, because I didn't even say anime. Anime was the last thing I said. I mentioned anime as a ripple effect of everything else, because definitely, yeah, Three Kingdoms vibes are there to an extent, but it draws from pretty much even like the 4 great texts, 4 great epics of Chinese literature. It draws from every single one, because even me, as a huge fan of Journey to the West, I can feel elements pulled from that as well. Elements from the Three Kingdoms, old school martial arts films from the 70s till now, from even modern day ones, dude. On those classic sprinkles, and then that's why I mentioned anime, because when you think about anime or television from Super Sentai stuff, because some people even mentioned, kind of like a Power Rangers vibe. So when you even think of like Super Sentai stuff, all of that pulls and draws from those inspirations, and it's very much present in here. It's amazing, man. Tengai for the bad guy. What's his actual traditional name? That's what I want to know. But I'll call him that for the time being. Now that we got these names, now that we've agreed on these names, because I want to be in line as well with how you guys want to refer to them, because we're gonna be out here every week on these live reaction streams, so we gotta be in sync with what we're talking about. You feel me? Zara, man, when you ask me questions during a stream, I can generally not answer them. That's what you gotta learn this, bro. I can't tell you. I'm not trying to expose my plans to everybody during the stream. You just gotta wait until stuff happens, and then you see that's how the channel works. Tian Hai. What's his name? I actually like that a lot, and I can see how that pronunciation stems from that. I can definitely see how that pronunciation stems from that. But anyway, when I mention stuff, it's supposed to be a surprise. Like it's supposed to be expected. You guys gotta know. I had a lot of stuff going on. I'm always constantly working on things, and on top of that, this season is hectic. And I have things going on in my regular life outside of this. So a lot's going on. You guys just gotta bide your time and wait, Just gotta bide your time and wait. But trust me, everything will come to fruition. The only reason that I didn't get as much done today as I would have liked is because of Tokyo Ghoul dropping early and spending an hour doing that stream. If it weren't for that, I probably would have gotten to at least one of the other videos that I had planned today. But as it stands, I'm probably not going to be able to complete any of them. I'm going to get one of them up. I'm going to get the update up. What the fuck is this? All right, look at this in a second. I'm going to get the update up. Because I'm sure this is what you care about most. I'm going to get the update up tomorrow in between the Soma stream and before Rewrite drops. Does Quality of Code come up before Rewrite? It doesn't even matter. But in between Soma and Rewrite, the update stream will be out, and then I will have a separate video linking everyone to the actual thing that's going to be transpiring, coming out eventually. And then after that, I have one more special video outside of the regular, reviews and live reactions for tomorrow, plus the drunken streams, that I want to post tomorrow evening. Definitely needs to be out before Sunday. It's a time-sensitive thing. So those two things, the update and that, plus the video that's tied to the update, should all be up tomorrow. It's going to be a hectic day. It's definitely going to be a hectic day. That's like 9+ videos. But we'll make it happen. We'll make it work. Yeah, thank you so much, Bloody Claus. Thank you for coming through. I appreciate the naming scheme, because we're going to stick with that. And that's how we're going to refer to these characters from now on. And my phone is a 6 Plus. I just got it actually because my old phone broke. I had a regular 6 and then it broke, and I upgraded to this. But thank you guys for coming through. Smash that like button if you are really enjoying Thunderbolt Fantasy as much as I am, or you enjoyed the stream. And I'll see you guys tomorrow, bright and early in the kitchen for that Soma greatness. So with that said, I am not fucking up like I did last weekend and starting things late, because there's so much on Saturday that I just got to be on time every Saturday. So tomorrow morning, 10 fucking a.m., Shokugeki no Soma is where we're starting off, and it's going to be a long day, but it's going to be a lot of fun. So with that, I'm out, guys. Peace.